Greetings and welcome to Eat It Lose. Today I'm going to be trying out the Gourmia Healthy Frozen Treat Maker. And as it says on the side of the box, which I don't have it all memorized, but so I'm going to have to turn it around to read it. But it says, wouldn't we all love to enjoy frozen treats morning, noon, and night? With the Healthy Frozen Treats Maker, you can indulge in fresh homemade bliss without the added calories. Just freeze your ripe fruit, load it in the handy tray, and watch your healthy foods turn into ice cream like magic. Mix fun flavor combinations for a yummy breakfast blend, or whip up a banana chocolate after dinner treat that everyone will love. Gluten or sugar-free? No problem. Just pick your ideal fruits or other ingredients, and the rest is dessert history. There was a space there, sorry. And the rest is dessert history. Healthy has never been so delicious. So, yeah. So I saw this on like a very scammy website. And so I found it on Amazon and bought it there rather than the scammy website that was offering it for free. So yeah, I was a little skeptical about the for free thing, and then I did some Googling and it was like, yeah, that's a scam website. So let's go ahead and open this box. I have never tried this before. That's my frozen fruit, by the way. I've never tried this before. I just opened it to remove all of the plastic. It does come with an instruction manual and a recipe book. So, yay. Oh, and that's a We're Here to Help card that just fell out. So let's see. Open up the book. Safety first. Features and assembly. Screw safety. Flip, 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 flip. Usage. Disposal. Wait, where's the features and assembly? Household use only. Ah, there we go. I just flipped one page too far. So there's the dispenser, the grinder, the chute, the plunger, housing, and tray. And there are drawings that will hopefully help us figure out which one is which. So let's go ahead and pull everything out. So this, I assume, is a housing, maybe, I don't know, and a thingy, you know, a thingy. Everything needs a thingy. Okay, plunger, chute, and I guess this is the tray. So fairly intuitive, as I say, fairly intuitive assembly here. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Maybe I should have paused and read the instructions. Or maybe I should pause and read the instructions. Right, just a minute. Oh, now it's locked in place going the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm just going to hit pause for a moment and read how this is put together so that I can not be an idiot. Okay, give me a minute. I'll be right back. There we go. I got it all together. It only took like a minute. I just needed to slow down and think about what I was doing. Now I'll take it apart. So this is the plunger. This is the tray. And this comes off, and the grinder is in there. It's all very plastic, which is a little worrisome. And what I was having trouble with was getting this to the right up and down, this chute going up and down, because it isn't notched in such a way that it automatically goes vertically. So if you don't line it up properly, it'll go sideways or upside down, but it wasn't that big of a deal. This is similar, that all the notches are uniform the whole way around, so it isn't directing you to put it on correctly, but it does have arrows to help you out if you pause and actually look at them. Okay, there we go. So we're all back together. Put that tray back on. And oh, I need that. And I'll go ahead and plug this in. It recommends, I did look through some of the recipes. There is a recipe book. And almost all the recipes ask you to put in banana. And I imagine that banana is for increasing the sweetness, so you don't have to add an artificial sweetener or a sugar cane or something, because bananas are high in fructose and other type of sugar. So, and sucrose, is that it? I can't remember exactly, but they're high in sugars, so that would help to compensate, so you don't have to add any additional sugars to help sweeten it. And I chose a mix that includes banana. The other thing they recommend in the recipe book is to let your fruit defrost for 5 minutes before you start putting it in. And I've done that. Actually, it's been a little more than 5 minutes. Oops. But go ahead and plug this in. There is an on-off switch. I was a little worried there for a moment that it was just going to go, but it didn't, because there's an on-off switch. So here we go. I am so excited. I have a bowl for my frozen ice cream treat. Put my fruit in the top. The pieces of this, it's a smoothie blend, so they tend to be pretty small pieces. But whenever I watched the video, the pieces were actually pretty big, like that big. So, okay, here we go. Going to be a loud noise, I assume. Okay, that worked pretty well. I did 2 runs of it. Most of the fruit got ground up. There's a little bit still on my plunger that didn't want to go. I defrosted this for a little bit more than 5 minutes, probably closer to 15 minutes. And it probably could have used a little bit more time. This, you could hear this was really struggling to grind up those fruits. Using it, it felt very plasticky. I gotta say, it did feel very plasticky. Like, I was afraid to push down too hard because it was like, it felt like it was gonna break. I'm sure it was fine withstanding the pressures that I was putting on it, but it doesn't feel super sturdy. And so I don't know how long this is gonna last. That's my number one concern. Otherwise, I mean, it was neat. It did what it said it was going to do. It was neat watching the different colors come out depending on what the particular mix of fruits that went in. Because this is mango, banana, and strawberry. There's this really neat little orange that came out, little red. So it's like a sunset coming out. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I forgot to grab a spoon, so I'm going to hit pause for a few moments, and I'll be right back. And I'm back with a spoon. Let's go ahead and give this a try. It's pretty soft. Sometimes when you put sorbet in the freezer, it gets really, really hard. So this feels a little bit more like you've left it out on the counter for 10-15 minutes. So it's a good texture. It's pretty good. It tastes like mushed up fruit. So yeah, it did exactly what it said it was going to do. It came out as a pretty good, smooth product. It looks like it's fairly easy to disassemble and clean. Pull this off, pull this out. I mean, it got most of the fruit out. And this, so, I mean, that's another concern that I had. I'm like, is this going to be really pain in the butt to clean? And it really isn't. It's, yeah, I'll get a bottle brush down in there and it'll clean up pretty well. And for something like this, you really do want to clean it because it gets moldy really quickly if you don't. So yeah, this is really good, and it says that it will do chocolate. It says it'll do a variety of different things, so you could mix in some chocolate to do some yummy things like that. My concern with this is you could do this with just a blender. I've seen people do this with a blender. Yeah, it might end up a little bit wetter if you're doing it in a blender, but you could pop it into the freezer and still have a fairly good product. So is it worth the 30 something dollars that I spent on this? I mean, that'll be up to you whether or not you think it's worth putting out that extra money for something that, I mean, it does what it says it's going to do. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. And if you're trying to be more health conscious, this is a good way of doing it. Instead of getting a commercial product that is going to have sugar in it, you can get natural sugars, which are, I mean, sugars are sugars. But this also has fiber in it, and this has other nutrients that are better than, you know, just getting sorbet that has added sugar. So it's all about balance. And I imagine you can experiment a good bit with different recipes, and they do have a Pinterest and Facebook that you can link to and perhaps get recipes. I didn't actually look into any of that. I'm terrible with stuff like that anyway. But here are a couple of different things that different recipes that they offer. Banana almond bread frozen fruit. That sounds really nice. It's ripe bananas, almond butter, and cinnamon. Apple pie frozen fruit. Ooh. Bananas, apple, cinnamon. Pumpkin pie. Ripe bananas, pie puree, cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice. Tropical banana, pineapple frozen fruit, pineapple bananas. Peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty interesting. Bananas again. Blueberries and peanut butter. Peach cobbler, mixed berry, chocolate covered banana. So it's this was one that I was kind of interested in checking out. Again, bananas, unsweetened cocoa powder, cinnamon, and vanilla. That sounds like it would be really good. So you can get some sweetness in your life, even if you are diabetic, as long as you're watching how much you eat, because just because it's, you know, sugar-free doesn't mean that it's sugar-free. S'mores. 2 large marshmallows. Ooh, that's interesting. You soften the marshmallows in the microwave, and then you put the melted marshmallow on top. So yeah, there's some really interesting recipes in here. Well worth checking out. And again, if you have dietary restrictions, this could be a really great option because you can make whatever you want and the variety is going to be wider than what you'd be able to find at a grocery store. So there are trade-offs there. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye.